Okay, on the screen, I have a Spring Data JPA service for owners. And let's say that at this point in the course, I've told you to go ahead and write some tests for it. So you come in and you go, okay, well, we'll write some tests. We'll do a create test for it. We'll select everything like so. And we'll even do a setup method. And we'll come in and say, okay, let's do that. And now we're going to come up and actually do the test. So we'll just call that service like so. And we'll come in here, say service. And I don't have implementations yet, so I'm just going to pass in nulls there. And let's say I want to do a test on find by last name. So that's going to return back an owner. And we'll continue to use Joe Buck there, like so. And we'll say owner found owner equals that. And then we'll go ahead and try to run that. And you see right away we get a null pointer exception. And if we come in, take a closer look at that, of course, we're doing a method call on a null object. So of course, that's going to throw an NPE. So at this point in the course, we're like, well, I really can't test that. So what we want to do is say, come in and disable, like so. And now that's no longer runnable. So I don't think IntelliJ will run it at all. It actually does try to run it. Try this one more time. So you can see now that test is ignored. That's coming up listed as ignored, but all the other tests are running. And we don't want that if we're running this automatically. So this disabled annotation, we can actually come up to the class level and say disabled. And now none of these should run. So it goes through. I'm surprised it's running at all. So this must be a feature inside of IntelliJ to be running like this. So that really shouldn't run at all because I did mark the entire class as disabled. So I'm going to try a quick trick here, edit configurations. So that should not be working like that. So that is definitely a feature, either a problem in IntelliJ or within JUnit. I'm not sure which. I'm going to guess IntelliJ because this is what the expected result is. So when the test runner hits that, it should show all these as disabled. So that was an unexpected feature that we hit and probably be corrected at some point. One additional feature of the disabled that I want to show you is that you can come in here and put a value on it. So I'm putting in there disabled until we learn mocking. And the key takeaways about disabled, that is going to disable the test, so will prevent it from being run, at least outside of IntelliJ, I hope. And then the other thought is you can put it on a specific test method, or you can disable an entire test class. So at the method level, obviously, it's going to prevent that method. At the class, it's going to prevent everything at that class from running. And then you can also give it a value where you can put a note as to why. And that's a really nice feature because a lot of times if you're on a larger project and multiple people are working on it, or maybe it's just you and you have a lot of tests and you disabled something 2 weeks ago, you can put a note there why you disabled it as a quick reminder. So that's a real nice little breadcrumb to leave yourself.